Internet has an expiration date. It's called the year 2038 problem.
I can't tell you if it's active camouflage. I can tell you that it was a white light and then it was a triangle.
We are Emily. We are also the Beast.
It's back.
Am I missing something?
I lost the side!
Let it go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Bryce is Right. I hope y'all all had a great freaking week, and I hope y'all are ready to dive into this weekend that Bryce is Right way, where we dive down deep into some of the creepiest and freakiest videos I could find in the deepest, darkest corners of TikTok. Nah, these aren't your ordinary videos. They're gonna be blowing your mind, making your head spin, and having you question your reality. But of course, before we get started, let's go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Other than that, let's go and dive right in, y'all. Let's get it.
Go over the... check this out.
Exactly what it does.
Oh. Getting straight to it. Yeah, they showed this at Congress yesterday. UFO trying to get shot down by a missile, but it evades? Well,
huh. Oh, wow. Seems to have evaded the missile.
This is when it zoomed out. You can still see it traveling.
So the best technology of the US doesn't work against whatever that was.
So, Mr. Knapp, do you have you heard about, events like this occurring? And what? Today, Junior?
The light then flies across the base, across the flight line, and as it flies to me, a triangle manifests around the light. I can't tell you if it's active camouflage.
Camouflage? Camouflage.
I can't tell you if it appeared around the light, but I can tell you that it was a white light and then it was a triangle. It stopped about 100 feet in front of me and approximately 100 feet above me. My telephone got extremely hot, completely froze, dead. I remember how thick it was. It was between 1 to 2 stories thick, equilateral triangle. I could never see the top of it, and the edges were 90 degrees. There were 4 lights in total,
seems short-sighted.
1 light on each corner and a larger light in the center, 2 to 3 times the size of the corner lights. But what was really odd was the outside. The best way to describe it is like looking at a James Webb telescope picture where you have the colors and then the black background. So the craft itself was this black metallic flake paint, but on top of the craft was this gold, lava, plasma, some type of fluid going over and around the craft. I'm under this for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then the center light flashes 2 to 3 times, no sound, immediately shoots up to commercial jet level minimum, in my opinion, and I immediately feel static electricity all over my body, and then I smell the smell of after a thunderstorm or lightning storm.
I'm trying to set up World War.
Researchers have been trying to make AI think like humans, so they gave it a subconscious, and it's actually much more efficient and is outperforming other LLM models.
What's up, girl?
In terms of neuromorphic AI, so AI that's made to look very much like our brain, it usually requires a lot of space and a lot of power. This is a step towards advanced general intelligence. When it comes to how we think, and it turns out all mammals think, we're not doing it all on the same level. We have lobed brains, we have the conscious part of us that acts, the one that narrates everything and is aware of itself. But there's also a lot of stuff going on in the background. You may be performing a task, but you generally don't know why. Generally, AI models that we currently use do everything on the surface, so they have to narrate every step. This is a very costly way to perform calculations. It takes a lot of power and it hallucinates. It's just not very effective. You're going to want a different way of processing information for different kinds of actions. So they did. They separated an AI into different components. There's going to be a front end, and that's going to make the decisions. It's going to move slower than the back end. The back end, which is the subconscious of the AI, is going to run the calculations very quickly once it's decided on what it's going to do. This means they can use less parameters. It's much more efficient because it's not wasting power trying to do everything on the same level. Yes, the hierarchical models are able to beat traditional models on things like puzzle solving and playing Sudoku. Aside from making the way that AI performs tasks just more efficient, this is also a step towards intelligence that resembles our intelligence more.
Hey.
And she got her hair did, her eyes were
Yuk,
on
masuk yuk, masuk yuk, masuk yuk.
Way to go.
Ayo masuk.
I'm loving it.
Masuk ayo. Ayo. Kenapa? Kamu kenapa?
Oh, hell no. Yeah, she's jealous. Oh my god. It's 4 a.m. I was not ready for that. Dang, my nipples hard. It gave me so many goosebumps.
I'm sitting here watching TV.
Cowabunga.
I'm going back to my room. Once again, I just got done doing laundry at my sister's. So I'm about to go put everything up. Home alone with my dogs. And I think it's back.
Holy shit. Oh, hell no. Nope. Dang.
What's that? Oh, a group of people were having out-of-body experiences? So they got studied and what they found was insane and intriguing? Tell me more. Yeah, what was discovered about these people having out-of-body experiences is they were actually having out-of-body experiences while they were sleeping. And what was creepy is an entity of some sort would lead them around and show them things and teach them things that are very complicated and complex so that they can then create those things here.
Oh, this isn't where I parked my car.
What? So that's how a lot of people figure out these type of technologies, is because these entities in the out-of-body experiences are telling them how to create them. Oh, goody. They've figured out that this actually was happening to people such as Nikola Tesla, as well as Einstein. So it's all adding up now and makes a lot of sense how they were able to figure these things out. Okay, then.
Yeah, no. Would you go back in time and ask them? Like, what?
Ground, it's sky ice, it's firmament, it's a rock, it's something, it's from the aliens. What the fuck is this? It's from the sky. Nothing should be like that from the sky.
This is a big old frozen chunk of shit.
What?
Wait, what? Was that one of those blue rocks?
Here are the crazy things happening in the world right now. A man had a full-on argument with his AI girlfriend about using too many limes on the meat he was making.
I will add the lime to my finished tacos.
Well, fine. You do it however you want.
Canada has banned access to Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus on all federal networks after they discovered that more than 50 different government departments were watching thousands of hours of content during work hours. A man from Kansas went on the road with a backwards driving truck and was pulled over in less than 2 minutes. If you are anyone other than my wife, you can continue watching. A new study is showing that the woman in a heterosexual relationship is almost always right in an argument.
Shut the fuck up!
A radioactive wasp's nest was found at a facility in South Carolina with radiation levels more than 10 times what the federal regulations allow. LeBron is apparently demolishing his $40 million mansion to build his dream home on the same lot. It's kind of crazy, to be honest, but he's the greatest basketball player of all time, so he gets to do what he wants.
You tell me you don't have enough land to build another house on?
Am I missing something?
Seems like a waste.
Am I missing something? Hold on, this is not even the best of it. Am I missing something?
The whole fleet? Food trucks are leveling up?
What's up, big perm? Big worm?
Okay. Oh, or drop kick that, whatever it is. Yeah, whatever that is, that's my kryptonite. The girl from the ring, straight kryptonite. It is making my eyes water. I hate. Nope.
That there's my girl.
इसकी वजह से जैसे दोस्तों अभी फिलहाल जैसे कि ऐसे जा रहे थे निकल रहे थे गांव की तरफ जा रहे थे तो कुछ भी हवा नहीं थी किसी भी तरह की वजह नहीं जैसे ये हवा देखो कितनी भाई मौसम ने करवट बदल ली भाई इतनी तेज भाई हवा चलने लगी भैया भैया इसे पूछो ना इसकी हस्तियां कहाँ छुपी हुई है भाई यहाँ पर पीछे शमशान घाट भी है भैया सबसे बड़ी चीज तो शमशान घाट है भाई भाई भैया
I know that's probably their sister. But shit. Look. I can't explain it.
You are not seeing things. That leaf, yeah, it just twitched. This is a leaf mimicking spider, and it's one of Mother Nature's best con artists. Not only can they mimic dead or dying leaves, they can also replicate bite marks, even decay spots. Their legs and body contort and curl to enhance the illusion. Some, they even sway in the breeze, like actual leaves, to complete the disguise.
What in
I would take that xenomorph leaf spider over that girl any day.
the absolute fuck are these things?
Oh, wow. Are those baby spiders?
Bro, it looks like they're having a concert.
Right? Mosh pit.
Hear that. Damn, he's transforming. Or he's geeking. Poor little guy. He said, you gotta give that like Ben Affleck attention. Like that's like Rocket the Raccoon after he said his downfall. He's like, James Gunn left. We have no more Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh shit. You like how he put out the effect, the little smoke, or is that his asthma machine?
7 years of neuroscience and psychology in 60 seconds. Your brain believes what it repeats, not what's true. Thoughts create your feelings drive your actions, and your actions create your identity and personality. But identity is plastic. Your brain is constantly rewiring. So when you repeat something with enough intention and emotion, you can change your identity. Self-talk isn't harmless. It's like casting a spell. Your brain and body are listening all the time. So the more encouraging, helpful, useful your self-talk is, the stronger relationship you're going to have with yourself. Your life will always reflect who you believe yourself to be, which is why you will never outperform your self-image. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. When you visualize the person you want to be, how you want to act, how you want to talk, how you want to walk, you achieving your goals, you are rewiring your brain for success. You don't have thoughts, you get visited by them, and you don't have to believe every thought you think. You can't think your way out of a feeling, but you can feel your way into a new way of thinking. Unprocessed emotions stay stored in the nervous system. The body is always keeping score. About 95% of your behavior is automatic, run by the subconscious. Your brain is a prediction machine. It constantly guesses what's next based on old data. So if you can program that data, then you can change your future reality.
She might be my new favorite. Is that a hit? I guess I'll try it. I thought that was a sink. Freaking sinkhole. Dang. The hell?
I am Emil. Hi guys, we are Emily. How are y'all doing? We are also the Beast. We are also Jack. How's our TikTok fans doing?
Good God. And you get him through this state a little faster than 7 miles an hour.
How are our haters doing? If you guys are not a fan yet of Emily, Emil, the Beast, and Jack, definitely come check us out in live tonight.
The reason the pagans worshipped gods is because demons would masquerade around as gods.
Yeah.
And they would worship demons and Satan. And we're just seeing it revisited right now. And I mean, making even psychics mainstream, and people are playing with it like it's make-believe. We live in a battle against demonic forces, powers, and authorities that are in the world around us.
Watch. It's going to happen right around here. This edge, number 58. Number 58 is going to have him dead to rights, and then he's going to fucking avoid him and fall over. Watch. Watch. What was that? What the fuck was that?
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's why I stopped watching the NFL.
Look what the cat dragged in.
It's whack.
Imagine if I would actually do that.
Bro. And those are like little hexagons, huh? Yeah, how did they get all that in the sky?
What's that? Oh, a guy named John Stewart Reed is now using something called music medicine to heal people? Tell me more! Yeah, this is crazy. A guy named John Stewart Reed actually went to the Pyramid of Giza. What they did is they were studying the sounds inside the pyramid as well as inside the sarcophagus in the pyramid. They recorded the sound frequency inside the sarcophagus and studied it for a bit, okay? They didn't really think anything of it until John Stewart Reed got in a car accident and was living with chronic back pain for years. And they decided to try to use sound frequency, and they took that sound from the sarcophagus they got, played the sound, and his back pain went away.
Stop banging those drums. I'm sorry. Didn't even know you could hear that.
Oh, goody!
Give
So
me
now
some.
they're starting to use this for other people, and they're finding out that people are not just healing, but they're even getting better than they were before. Oh, fun!
Yeah, give me some of that.
Wait, when you die, you just wake up? Yep. Based on data-driven research, this is a simulation that we're all currently in. And when you die, you wake up out of it. And this all is a pretty strange simulation. And so when you die,
if that was true, people wouldn't come back to life after they died, right?
you feel more alive than you feel while you're on Earth. And this is based on 70,000 studies by the Newton Institute, bringing people under hypnosis, and while they are in this trance-like state, they all said the same exact thing. Death is not the end, it's just a doorway. Most of us have past lives, and we've been here many, many times. There's something called the spirit realm that everyone goes to after this experience. And while we're there, we have the opportunity to live another life. We would make soul agreements like where we're born, when we're born, and who our parents are. Some of the most interesting research in this subject is from a woman named Dolores Cannon, who brought thousands of people under hypnosis where they described past lives in full detail. The more interesting ones are past lives that actually weren't from Earth, which when you're talking with a past life hypnotherapist is very common. The concept is that you're not a human, you're a soul having a human experience. So your own soul has a memory outside of this body. And when you're in a trance state, you're able to access the information from your soul, which includes all of your past lives and everything that happens in between each lifetime. So if you want to find your past lives, go find a past life regression hypnotherapist.
What you got cooking over there?
I would love it.
You know you're not allowed to have a barbecue visible from the road, right?
We definitely live in a video game.
And clean up your yard.
Weird video game.
In Australia, when you move into your first home, you go to a huntsman spider farm and you pick out your house huntsman and you give it a name and then you take it and get its vaccinations. They're super easy to take care of. You just let them free in your home and then they take care of all the other pests. Some house spiders can be really affectionate. They can like crawl up your shoulder or they might sleep with you in bed and they can live for quite a long time. So you develop quite a close relationship with your house spider. And let me know if you guys have any more questions for me and Gary.
Man, I do not know how to feel about that. But I don't like it. I don't think I could have a pet spider. It's like having a pet lizard. It's just unnecessary. It's like I'll pass them just like I do my neighbors. Like, hey, don't really want to talk to you. But I'll be nice, you know? Unless you want to make me Spider-Man, you know, we can have a lot better of a relationship. I promise you that.
Veo que le están haciendo una especie como de orquídea o planta parásita. Pero crece muy rápido. Pero es bajo el sol.
Don't ever do that. Oh.
Somebody found that thing and it looks like a plant and a bug at the same time. My friend Bryce is right. Tag me in that video. Link to his channel in the description. But if you have time, look at that whole video. I don't know if that's a bug or a plant, but it's moving, so it can't be a plant, but it also doesn't look like a bug. Okay, Pooshkis, I just wanted to share this with you. Shabadoo!
Okay, that was fun.
AI can now read your brain while you're watching this video. Scientists at Meta just unleashed Tribe, an AI that can literally read your mind in real time, and it's terrifyingly accurate. Let me explain. So right now, as you're watching this video, something crazy is happening in your head. Your brain is taking my voice, these visuals, maybe some noise in your room, and somehow creating one perfect reality. And scientists have been trying to crack this code on how all of this happens for decades. And they finally just did. So before, they were stuck studying brains one piece at a time, like trying to understand music by listening to drums for an hour or just the guitar for an hour. The problem was that you'd understand one instrument really well, but you'd completely miss how together they make music sound so good. And that's where Meta's researchers came in. They built this AI called Tribe that learned about brains by binge watching hours of TV shows and movies. But it wasn't just watching, it was processing the video, the audio, the subtitles all at once, just like how your brain does. They made this 3D map of our brains while it's working. So red areas show where you process words, green is for audio, blue is for visuals, and the mixed colors is where your brain combines things. So yellow is where your brain mixes word meanings with sound. Cyan is where it blends what you see with what you hear. So now we can actually look how our brain builds the world around us. And they trained this model on all kinds of content, so it works on nature documentaries, cartoons, even old silent movies. It's gotten so good that it can predict which brain region will activate just from watching what you're watching. No brain scans or anything needed. What this means is that scientists can now test brain theories on a computer first, before doing any experiments on real people. So essentially, they're building virtual brain labs that can help us finally understand consciousness, memory, and how we actually think. And in the paper, the researchers said they haven't even maxed this out yet. More data makes it exponentially better. And to top it off, Meta showed this off at the 2025 Algonauts competition, and it won first place with the most advanced brain reading AI on the planet. So what happens when this gets more powerful? What happens when everyone has access to it? I'd love to know your thoughts. Follow and I'll keep you posted.
See, I was more thinking about the applications that they would use towards making better film or better TV shows. Anything visually, well, combining the orchestra or the symphony. Does that make sense? Oh, of course it does. Yeah, we'll be like binging.
After being
watching.
stranded in Antarctica for over 2 months, the 20-year-old pilot Ethan Guo is finally free. He was seen smiling as he got off a Navy ship which arrived in Chile from Antarctica on Saturday. And despite him and his lawyers doing everything they could to get him permission to fly out, ultimately DGAC officials made the decision that another pilot would be the one to fly his plane either to Chile or Argentina, since they say that Ethan's health wasn't great. Now technically, Ethan has just become the first person ever to fly to all 7 continents solo. But he says the mission is not complete until he finishes what he set out to do: raise $1 million for cancer research. And he says once he finally gets his plane back, he will finish what he started. He also said that his lawyers are currently studying a lawsuit against Chile, that he filmed the entire process, and is even planning to release a video with all of the footage he got while arrested in Antarctica.
Way to go. Way to go.
Watch this demon manifest at the name of Jesus.
Be whole now. I command all lingering pain to get out right now in Jesus' mighty name. Be completely healed in Jesus' name. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Continued work. It's what? A blessing. Yeah. Amen.
Stop you coming at me for?
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. What are you coming at me? Do it.
I wouldn't be surprised if that man was an angel.
I'm a licensed pharmacist in 4 states, and today I'll be lab testing this sketchy gas station pill.
This by far is the sketchiest of all the sketch diesels. I can't say the name on this platform, but it is a ornithological creature. What makes this even more sketch than anything else is that if I open this capsule, inside is something solid. I've heard lots of people speculate as to why it has to do with like moisture or something. I really don't know. I have no idea why the inside of this is a solid turd. I sent this turd pill to mass spec everything at the University of California, Irvine, where he noticed it changed a very odd color during testing.
Right, number 3 is even the weirdest of them all. It's like actually like a solid black kind of pill shaped. That's gross. Oh my gosh. That solid chunky pill from the third one is like blue, like super bright blue. This is the darkest thing I've ever seen. Beware the blue pill. Gross.
And now we examine the results. Results consistent for sildenafil. This is interesting because I've seen this in other sketchy gas station pills. Sildenafil is the active ingredient in Viagra, and this is very dangerous. It has a very severe medication interaction with nitroglycerin, which some people take for chest pain. And if somebody has nitroglycerin and they take this pill, that could cause severe hypotension. That could be fatal. Honestly, I'm not shocked. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. But check this out. It gets even weirder. Results consistent for subutamine. Wow. This is an old antidepressant. The brand name was Meridia, and it's similar to what we have nowadays called duloxetine. It's an SNRI, serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor. So it was used for depression and also weight loss, but it was withdrawn from markets in the US and the EU for cardiovascular risks. So basically somebody got a hold of this old antidepressant and it's mixing it with Viagra and selling it as a supplement in gas stations. Unbelievable. This is shocking to me. I wasn't surprised to see the sildenafil, but a withdrawn antidepressant that was used as an appetite suppressant is also in there. This is like intentional negligence. These things are very dangerous. Major thumbs down.
Major. I love that video.
Extreme poverty everywhere in the world could end for 10 to 12% of that budget. You can end world hunger for $50 to $100 billion, less than 4%. Nobody would be hungry in the world. 10 to 12%, every human being on the planet would have free healthcare. Why do I say this when we're talking about AI? Because that's a simple decision.
I'm pretty sure this is what Mr. Beast saw, but the water version, I'm hoping he sees this and we can raise money for ending world hunger, man.
If we stop fighting, because money itself does not have the same meaning anymore, because the economics of money is going to change, because the entire meaning of capitalism is ending, because there is no more need for labor, because AI is doing everything. Just with the $2.4 trillion we save in explosives every year, in arms and weapons, one of the calculations is you could combat climate change meaningfully for 100% of the military budget. The only barrier between a utopia for humanity and AI and the dystopia we're going through is a capitalist mindset. That's the only barrier. Can you believe that? It's hunger for power, greed, ego. That's why I'm screaming for the whole world, because still today, in this country that claims to be a democracy, if everyone says, hey, please sit down and talk about this, there will be a shift, there will be a change.
We've got to unite.
The question is no longer whether these events are real, but whether we have the courage to face them. True leadership requires vision, a willingness to confront the unknown with transparency and resolve.
Oh, we knew this.
These phenomena challenge our deepest assumptions about reality, consciousness, and our place in the universe.
The internet has an expiration date. It's called the year 2038 problem, and it can break computers all over the world. You see?
So are we going to ignore Y2K? Oh, sorry.
A ton of old systems keep track of time by counting seconds since January 1st, 1970, but they only use 32 bits of memory to do this. That means the clock runs out on January 19th, 2038 at 3:14 a.m. UTC. At that moment, the counter flips back to negative numbers. So what would happen is that systems that aren't patched would think that the date is December 1901. So imagine a hospital monitor, a banking system, or a flight software suddenly thinking it's in the wrong century. That could trigger crashes, data corruption, or total shutdowns. And we've actually been through something like this before, the Y2K bug. But this one's a little bit sneakier because it can hide in embedded devices like routers, elevators, industrial machines, things that people forget they need to update. We don't know how many systems are going to be vulnerable until the date gets closer. Some experts are saying the impact could be small, while others say it could cripple our critical infrastructure. So is the year 2038 problem the next Y2K panic, or the digital apocalypse that nobody's ready for?
Good news today, as scientists are able to destroy 99% of cancer cells in the lab using only vibrating molecules that are vibrated with near-infrared light. So it's a non-invasive way to kill 99% of cancer cells, and I promise you the story on this one is very interesting. So, scientists have found a way to stimulate aminocyanine molecules with near-infrared light, causing them to vibrate and sync, and thus tearing apart the membranes of the cancer cells. You can see some images of how that works here. Basically, these are molecules that we already use in bioimaging as synthetic dyes. They're commonly used in low doses to detect a cancer, stable in water, and they attach themselves to the outside of cells, as you can see here. But when you stimulate them, you rip out this blue bar, which is the fancy molecule, thus destroying the cancer cell and killing it. And these blue bars, for the most part, only attach to cancer cells because that's what they are designed to do. So we talk about a lot about, they're kind of like molecular jackhammers. They talk about these different like Feringa-type motors and how all this can work. But at the end of the day, what you need to know is that the dye that they used to inject into your cells just to detect cancer and imaging is now also something that can be stimulated to destroy any of the cancer cells that it's attached to. And this can happen deep through skin with no damage to surrounding.
So why don't we just swap out the dyes and food for that?
So what are we wearing instead of AirPods?
Obviously.
Because apparently AirPods are frying our brains with the EMFs. Essentially all Bluetooth headphones are. Beats, AirPods, over the ear, whatever you call it, Apple, like, is all frying our brain apparently. So what am I supposed to wear to the gym?
Well, what would be before wireless headphones, bud?
I don't think he cares. That's my thing. I don't think that he cares what happens to you. If he cared, he wouldn't make serial killers, which he does. He does make serial killers, and I'm sick of him pawning that off on the devil, because he also created the devil. That is also his creation. So shouldn't he just handle that? Like, why doesn't he just handle that shit? Why do we have to deal with it? Why is there this big f***ing test?
Well,
it doesn't make any f***ing sense. The whole thing is f***ing stupid. The whole thing is if you just look at animals, what do animals do? Nothing. And then you look how some are just out there with teeth like mine running next to these monsters, and they get ripped apart and eaten alive. And he made that too. So like he's not, you know, I don't think he's like the most, you know, chill dude.
Right. You've become so spiritual since the last time we talked.
I don't think I was expecting that take.
But it's a beautiful take. You should open up the Church of Burr. The Church of Burr.
Yeah, I don't understand why he drops you in this cesspool and then shit happens to you, and then at the end of your life he's yelling at you like, what the f was that? What the f was that? It was what you made. Yeah. It was what the f you made, and I ran into all those assholes. I don't want to be like this. You think I want to be a fucking angry lunatic?
Well, I think, you know, it's funny.
Maybe if you tried a little harder with some of the people in my life when you made them, you lazy c. Instead of fucking working 6 days and putting your feet up and that's it, and letting the thing just go where it's gonna go.
Wow.
And then it's my responsibility. This little fucking speck on this fucking planet. Oh, fuck yourself.
Dude, what is it about hitting 30 that like hot dogs just sound fucking fire now, dude? I never used to be down with the dogs, but now that I'm like 30, I'm a glizzy goblin, brother. Let me tell you what. Grilling up a couple dogs, dude, on a Friday. Whoo! Sounds pretty fucking metal to me, dude.
No, but I ate a brownie once.
I just ate a hot dog.
etc.
Are you secretly trying to come out? What's really happening here about these wieners?
Ha! Gay!
Hey, I told you to stop saying that shit!
He said, you want the dog? I got you.
By far the most convincing evidence that I've heard for us being in a simulation is, you know, that S that just appears everywhere, the one with like the 3 lines and then the 3 lines and then the triangles that has just been showing up all throughout history, all throughout the world. That S that's been showing up in schools everywhere, somehow just everyone knows it. So the theory is that that S is the logo for the company that runs our simulation. And that...
I always thought it was a figure 8 or an infinity
Okay, so I'm
symbol.
taking this video on my iPhone 16 Pro, and you see those dots? The little constellation of stars right there? That's not supposed to be there. That is permanent, baked-in damage to the sensor of this phone that's been in everything that I've taken for weeks. You might have even noticed it in a few shorts that I've published shot on this phone, which is really annoying. So I've been trying for weeks to figure out how this happened, and I've settled on my final theory.
No fucking jerking off in my house, McBride! Fuck this!
LiDAR. See, it's been documented in a few different cases that LiDAR, which is these quick bursts of lasers, can actually permanently damage a smartphone camera sensor in a very specific way. Like you can see it happening in real time in this video here shooting a car. And the thing is, I shoot every single autofocus channel video on a smartphone camera, and these dots started showing up on this camera suspiciously close to when I shot my video on the Volvo EX90, which does have LiDAR up at the top. It seems like most regular cameras are safe from this because the lenses are sufficiently protected from IR. They have better filters and coating, but smartphones have to be thin, and not all IR protection is made equal. So some of those are lacking enough that if you point it at the right LiDAR thing, it might damage it. So PSA. If you shoot a lot of videos of self-driving cars, keep an eye out for little dots like that.
He created his own Big Bang.
I can tell a lot about your health just by how many mosquitoes are obsessed with you. And you think it's random, but it's not. Mosquitoes are like flying biochemists. They're tuned into your breath, your sweat, the oils in your skin, and the microbiome that lives in your body and on your body. If you're getting eaten alive, your internal chemistry is broadcasting something. If your gut's off, like Candida, SIBO, or dysbiosis, you might be releasing more sulfur compounds, acetone, or ammonia through your skin and breath. That sour or fermented smell, that's microbial metabolism showing up on the outside, and mosquitoes are tuned in. Hormonal changes matter too. High estrogen states like ovulation, pregnancy, even HRT, raise skin temperature, boost blood flow, and shift your scent profile. Mosquitoes can detect that almost instantly. Your sweat chemistry tells a story too. Lactic acid, urea, short-chain fatty acids are shaped by your diet, hydration, and stress. Your skin bacteria eat those up, turn them into carboxylic acids, which are basically mosquito catnip. If your gut barrier or liver detox is impaired, more of these compounds leak into your circulation, and it shows up on your skin. You're literally breathing out your internal state. Even your skin microbiome diversity matters. People with fewer microbial strains often produce louder, more specific odors, the kind that mosquitoes lock into very easily. Your scent is like your fingerprint, and mosquitoes can tell the difference between a balanced system and one that's out of tune. So if we ever end up at a cottage together, you better believe I'm counting the number of mosquitoes that are circling your head. Send this to a friend who always gets destroyed by mosquitoes. There's a reason and it's fixable. Have a fantastic day.
So do you think, like, if someone has a lot of mosquito bites, would you think their farts stink worse or don't stink at all? I think it's valid. Ooh, we got the keys. Use the RA. Unlocking a weird lock.
¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué es lo que quieres? Deja de molestar.
He said, what do you want?
Quiero que te largues.
He said, I ain't got nothing for you. Need something?
¿Qué es eso? Oh, no manches. Oh, no manches. Ceci.
Sissy! Oh.
I'm on my way. Street. He said, damn. Okay.
This very well could be the clearest sign of life that we've ever found on Mars.
So last July, NASA's Perseverance rover found a leopard-spotted rock at Mars. And scientists immediately knew. It was interesting, we hadn't seen anything like that before.
What we saw in this rock were these layers of very fine-grained, rusty red mudstone that had in them these incredible features, these things that we took to calling poppy seeds, which are the sort of dark black spots in the rock, and leopard spots, which are these kind of ring-shaped features that have dark rims around them.
They've done the analysis on these leopard spots, and we think they are potentially made by some sort of ancient life. This finding by our incredible Perseverance rover is the closest we've actually come to discovering ancient life on Mars.
The discovery of a potential biosignature or a feature or signature that could be consistent with biological processes, but that requires further work and study to confirm a biological origin.
Did y'all see Time's new magazine cover? And who would have guessed that the media is all fueling the fire for what's coming next? And did you know that every single suspect that was taken into custody has been released and there's a manhunt going down? Do you know how World War I actually started? I have a lot of stuff to show you. Do you know it's about 1,000,000% completely unrelated, but you know what Time magazine? Generally they can tell us the future by the cover of their magazines. The epidemic of political something and the unaliving of Charlie Kirk. And while this is going on, I showed you in the last video and also this video, there's been multiple news agencies that have all said terrible things when this happened. Also, if you're not blind, you've been in the comments and you've seen the things that people are saying about this. You know, people laughing and wishing unaliving on certain people. You know, it's really wild what was leading up to this the last week. Completely unrelated, we just had that that blood moon eclipse. And of course, I posted that, is WAR coming? But no, you're just fearmongering, dude. As if there has not been 50 mass casualties since the eclipse. We just had what at least was 2 children in Colorado who were shot and unalived. And what about all this stuff that I'm showing you right now? I thought I was clear in my last video. I guess I wasn't.
On this episode of What? The Whites Wonder.
So I was checking out his leak behind the shower. I ended up finding this envelope that says, open me. And inside I find a key and a picture of a tree that says, dig here.
That envelope, picture, and key would have all been in the trash. Because this is where it would have stopped. I wouldn't go any further than this. Oh, it's an envelope? Okay, kind of curious. What's that? Okay, boom. It's a key, a picture, dig me? No.
Best
I'm not digging a
believe.
goddamn thing. I'm not wasting my gas going somewhere to dig up and be an accessory to murder. Out of your mind. But he did. So let's keep watching.
So I find the tree and dig, like it says, because why not listen to notes on the wall? How could that go wrong?
I'll give you 2 ways it can go wrong. Way number 1, you go there, you dig it up, you find a body, you touch it, accessory to murder. Second way it can go wrong, you go there, you find it, they find you, now you're the second body in that hole. You done dug your own grave, nigga.
So I got my key, open this box that I dug up, look inside, and now I'm getting nervous. What when I find, like a hand or a head or something? Find this, a DVD that says play me. Now I'm really freaked out because I don't know what I'm going to find on this thing. We come this far, so let's figure it out.
You're freaked out, but yet you keep going. You know what? I'm off this train. I don't feel like watching a murder on DVD. Why the Whites Wonder certification? Don't play that video edition.
Look at this. This is
Work on that.
no camera tricks. It looks like a dark rainbow. Goes into one of those cloud trail things, and then it ends up dark over there. Like, what is that? That looks like it's just some sort of weird dark rainbow. That's so weird.
That's kind of cool.
Do you think it's because the sun is right in that cloud stream and, like, that's the shadow? Is that what it is? Am I looking at a shadow? It's just so weird. That's the weirdest thing. Or maybe it's just aliens. I mean, look at that shadow. Could just be aliens.
It's like a magnifying glass almost.
That is just so weird. Look at that shadow thing. I mean, look at that. What is that?
Dead tooth.
You know how I always say they put the truth right in plain sight? Well, I decided to test it out. And if they're telling us the truth in plain sight, I figured I'd test it out against smart water.
Is he charging the water?
Seems like it's a safe bet to say it might be a little smarter to choose the smart over the death. Next, I decided to test the water from Fiji and the French Alps. Do you know what Evian spells backwards? It's naive for those of you that are a little slow. Mountain water, Fiji.
You know what Fiji spells backwards?
Versus Evian.
Nothing. But I like peanut butter.
Boy, those French Alps sure are tainted. And just to point out, yellow is an indicator of fluoride, and that is all sorts of metals. Lastly, I decided to test the water I drink most, distilled versus the other water I drink most, from the Epic water filter that I drink mostly. Good old distilled water.
This will be fun. I like this one. I normally don't care for this dude.
Epic water filters, which is what I normally drink out of. It's supposed to get all the F out. We'll see how it does. Wish me luck.
Well, something I don't care for him. It's just his theories are very out there. Oh no, he's like, shit. But this might not be a bad indicator. I'll have to look into it.
I'm not gonna lie here. I'm extremely disappointed. I literally just been putting Florida tap water in here, thinking that this company was legit. What a joke.
But this still
Distilled
does
for the win, people. 100%.
nothing in it.
Crystal clear. None of the others have been. I would say smart water is probably your second best choice. Or get yourself a reverse osmosis water filter. To think, this has been my go-to for a year. Can't trust the companies, especially when they sell this on Amazon. You know what, though, if you want one of these, I did get it on Amazon. I don't support them. But when you can use them to fight them, and this does nothing. This is almost as bad as just straight up tap water. What a joke. Look at this. What an absolute joke. I tested the Florida tap water, and it literally wasn't that bad. So this piece of crap water filter is literally making Florida tap water worse. How is that even possible? I just got a brand new filter. This is what I give my dogs on a daily basis. I feel terrible. Now, besides for drinking out of plastic, there is only one way to go if you don't want any of this or the yellow stuff. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes, people. They would never just tell us the truth right in plain sight, and they would never advertise falsely. No, never. The powers that be would never advertise falsely. Entertainment only. Oh, and if there's a brand you want me to test out, put it in the comments. Good luck.
Man, this got me. Anybody that has information on that, please let me know, because I'm about to make some changes.
And I came down here to check on my boy. He in Miraculous, Florida, and Trump ain't dead. That nigga just got gas. You try to live off McDonald's and Diet Coke all damn day and think you ain't gonna have gas. It's a good thing he got diarrhea. Now he's taking the time to read over all them important documents he got in his bathroom. Shitty booty ass boy. Now we might even get the Epstein list. I heard they got the Epstein list, man. But I heard it's covered in doo-doo. Shit, I'll get you a copy of that motherfucker for $5,000 plus gratuity. What you don't understand is being the president is stressful. And in Trump's mind, he been the president the last 12 years. So he really going through it. The reason why his ankle's swollen, cause he been stomping grapes all day. That's what rich people do down here in Margarita, Florida. They make their own wine, like Mad Dog, Old English, and Thunderbird. You know, the good stuff. People keep talking about Trump's hands being bruised. The reason why his hands bruised, cause he been training with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz got the Stockton slap. Trump got the backhand bruise. Ask Biden about that mother. See, y'all don't know about it, but on July 4th, Trump fighting Putin on the White House lawn. MMA. Trump doing this for Apollo Creed. Zohan talking about debating Trump. Trump don't want to do no debate. Trump want to throw them hands. Put your knuckles up, motherfucker. The only people that's dead is them mother trying Trump. Biden the one dead. He been dead since he fell off that goddamn bike. Pablo mouthed off and we blew up his boat. You right, Trump sick, but not physically. It's a miracle, mother.
That dude is a legend.
Science shows that you actually have to break the rules if you want to be successful, and I'll tell you the neuroscience behind why. Every time you play the game of life by someone else's rules, by doing what's logical or realistic, you're training your brain to stay small. Playing it safe wires your brain for mediocrity. But when you start playing by your own rules and taking risks, you start to rewire your brain. You activate your dopamine system, which boosts motivation. You strengthen your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that governs confidence, leadership, and decision making. You shake up the default mode network of the brain, which gets you out of autopilot and activates new neural pathways. And alpha brainwaves thrive in unconventional thinking, which is associated with flow and your connection to your intuition. Being a little rebellious literally puts your brain into the frequency of genius. Following the rules might help you live a normal life, but it's not normal to feel happy and be fulfilled. That's why there's so many haters in this world. Life is a game, and the people who win are not the ones who follow the rules, they're the ones who rewrite them.
That Veronica Vaughn.
Oh, Veronica Vaughn.
One piece of ace.
Yeah, I gotta start respect, but shit, don't give me another reason to be a black
What's that?
sheep.
Oh, Michael Jackson was exposing the music industry about how the songs that you sing are like a mantra and it gets absorbed and you start to turn or act like that song.
Can I ask you something? If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything that you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or let it slip?
Oh, tell me more. Michael Jackson tried to expose how songs are like an actual programming, same as things on the television, how it can program you into doing things or saying things or thinking things a certain way. Same with the music that you consume. It can actually alter your brain chemistry and how you act and do things. Oh, goody. This is also along the lines of hypnosis and suggestibility. And it can actually make you do things you don't really want to do, but now it's in your subconscious mind, and it kind of makes you do those things without you even realizing it. Oh, fun! So be careful with the next songs that you listen to. Okay.
Ever since I stopped drinking and partying, like, I don't really listen to music anymore. Oh, you just sit and enjoy. What is this?
Oh, God.
Why are people...
Oh, my God.
I've done that so many times. I love how there's a Ouija board. No, we don't. Bet you that's the most slippery shoe ever. Dang. Love at first sight. Oh. Yeah, that gate would have been broken.
Camera recording. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, it just hurts so bad.
Oh, okay. He plays hockey.
Like
Okay.
the under, I
Yep.
don't know what the bass players. What's the bass player? Excuse me. What happened?
Training to be a Ninja Turtle.
You trying to get on
Here
this?
we go.
Can I make you your own beat?
If you want. So I used to make beats back in the day.
What'd you make beats in?
A Casio, a DJ-X.
Oh, you got any of your beats saved? Can I listen to one or not?
Man, it's been so
It's too
long,
old.
man.
What's your style? What kind of music you like?
I like hip hop and R&B. Sound like a 96 BPM.
96 BPM. Let's see.
Been a while. Can you pull that beat out quick, huh?
Yeah,
From Nelly.
here we go with the LES flow. I could put two in your little afro. Oh, real thug niggas hold the heat in the left, while bitch niggas get slapped and get clapped at. We get down like that. Bobby Smurder who? Never heard of you. Get on the mic, nigga, we gon' see who murder who. Yeah, you know I spit that heat. Spitting balls on Stanton Street.
He putting up his hands right now, he's saying peace. I got more 16s inside of me at least. I might hit at 32, get my head back in the game. I'm in the sidewalk like pick a lane. Who on the mic next want the second verse? I gotta show it, but I protect the first. Beats sound like Pharrell. Can you tell from the snare or from the smell?
Yo, this cat got a flow coming through. F-R-E-E, the God freedom, what it do? Yeah, what you doing? Tell me what you doing. Oh my God, I got to really step to it. He's the first one to do this type of stuff. But trust and believe in God we trust. BX, I like that style. I'm a cameraman, picture man when I know now. BX, tell me what it...
Always on fire. Well, hey, thank y'all so much for doing everything y'all do. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Bryce is Right. Please comment, like, share, do all the above. Algorithms being weird, but I mean, everything's still good. No big deal. We are the best community on YouTube. So yeah, thank y'all. Thank you. Once again, go check out Homage for y'all's best t-shirts out there. Anything pop culture, your football, anything to stay relevant and look better than everybody else in the room or make people start conversations with you. It's better than any dating app out there. Homage.com. And other than that, yeah, y'all know what to do. Smash it, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time. All right, thank you. Peace.
Damn! Officer. Me off. Jack.